This was one of several children from a group of about 30 migrants standing at the border between Belarus and Poland. These migrants have been stuck at Poland's border wall with Belarus for the past 4 days as they seek asylum in the European nation.
We need asylum in Poland. We need asylum in Poland.
These migrants are stuck in a desperate limbo at the border of Minsk and Warsaw in circumstances that often violate their rights and put their lives at risk. Most of these migrants arrived in Belarus fleeing desperate situations in their own countries in a bid to enter Poland through the border. Although the migrants were outside Poland's border wall, activists from Grupa Granica, or the Border Group, said they were on Polish territory, and Belarus was not allowing them to turn back, leaving them stuck between the two rival nations. The activists from the social movement that opposes how authorities have been responding to the events on the Polish-Belarusian border also alleged that the migrants were being threatened by the Belarusian forces.
Białorusi, w której się znajdują, nie są bezpieczni. Służby białoruskie, tak jak nam grupa przekazała, grożą im, że jeżeli wrócą, to zostaną pobici. Mówią im, że jak wrócą, to ich zabiją. Niektóre z tych osób były szczute psami, znajdują się w bardzo niebezpiecznym miejscu i tak jak wspomniałam, tam jest kilkanaścioro dzieci.
Apart from the mental trauma of standing at the border and almost begging for entry into Poland, the migrants are also facing physical trauma as they weather harsh living conditions.
Czują się różnie. Zgłaszają, że kilka osób jest chorych, jedną dziewczynkę boli ząb, dzieci są też pogryzione przez komary, w tym ta malutka dziewczynka, która nie ma 2 lat. Oni też piją od kilku dni, przynajmniej od 3 dni piją tylko wodę z bagien z rzeki. Ta woda jest bardzo niebezpieczna.
A legal representative of Poland's ombudsman's office visited and talked to the group on May 28th, but later told reporters that the decision about whether to allow them into the country belongs to the Polish border guard.
Przyjechaliśmy zaobserwować, jak ta sytuacja wygląda teraz. Przyjechaliśmy porozmawiać z tymi osobami, także żebyśmy mogli sobie wyrobić zdanie, żebyśmy teraz mogli podjąć dalszą analizę tej sprawy i zaplanować dalsze kroki, jeśli te osoby są w jurysdykcji Straży Granicznej i deklarują chęć ubiegania się o ochronę międzynarodową zgodnie z ustawą o udzielaniu cudzoziemcom ochrony na terytorium Rzeczypospolitej Polskiej. Takie wnioski powinny zostać przyjęte.
In 2022, Poland put up an almost 190 kilometers long, tall metal wall intended to stop thousands of migrants from Asia and Africa from entering the country from Belarus. The European Union, of which Poland is a member, has accused Alexander Lukashenko, president of Belarus and a close ally of Russian President Vladimir Putin, of aiding illegal border crossings in retaliation for EU sanctions against Moscow over its invasion of Ukraine. People from Iraq, Afghanistan, and Syria who had flown to Belarus were brought to the Polish border and allegedly forced to cross illegally into Poland. Lukashenko, however, denies encouraging migration to Europe. Poland responded by deploying police and military units to the region and setting up a military exclusion zone to keep out migrants. Poland, too, has been criticized for its differential treatment towards migrants from bordering Ukraine and those from non-European nations. While Poland accepted refugees from Ukraine on an unprecedented scale, it arbitrarily detained nearly 2,000 asylum seekers who crossed into the country from Belarus in 2021 and subjected many of them to abuse, including strip searches in unsanitary, overcrowded facilities, and in some cases even to forcible sedation and tasering, according to international human rights organization Amnesty International. Despite the wall, up to 150 migrants of various nationalities, often with Russian visas in their documents, try to cross illegally into Poland each day, according to the border guard.